Oh yeah, we've been smashing top plates all this tournament. Every single opponent that we've had a victory against, they've given us a top plate as a gift, and SawBlaze left its signature.
You've started a collection over here from robots that you've delivered the smackdown. All right, everyone, we're here with Team SawBlaze, Jamison and Lucy. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great today, thanks.
That's so awesome. This is season 6 of BattleBots, new location, new robots. How are you guys feeling?
We're feeling pretty good.
Vegas has been pretty fun. We've actually had a little bit of time to go out on this trip and kind of enjoy Vegas a little bit.
So in season 6 of BattleBots, what is new for SawBlaze?
Generally speaking, for SawBlaze, we're working on durability. Last season we proved we have a really powerful weapon and we're able to deliver it well, but the two things, the ground game and then being able to survive the impacts, have been, I think, the bane of our last season. So this season, what we worked on is a new arm actuator, which can take the hits a little bit better. We integrated a series elastic actuator to absorb shock better. And we also have a few different changes on the front end so we can stay lower to the ground and take hits better on the sides. Great example is these HEXBUG side pieces here, the ablative armor that Lucy actually helped make. Lucy, how long do those take each?
Wow.
Overall, it took me maybe 2 days, one day to set it up, cam everything, and then one day to actually a whole day to do it in the machine. It was a lot of material to machine away, but I also did 4 at the same time. So it's 2 full sets.
So every time that I feed one of those into the opponent, she gets mad at me.
I cry a little bit inside.
I can imagine. These are huge pieces of metal. They're so thick.
This was, as people will remember famously from last season, was kind of the path that Uppercut took to make the biggest fireball in BattleBots history. So we tried a little bit harder, just to make it a little bit tougher for that to happen. And so they have to pass through this large amount of HEXBUG this time. So it's maybe the thickest part, maybe about 5 inches thick.
Yeah.
And so that's a lot of material which will otherwise reposition the robot instead of take a clean slice through the entire thing.
Nice. So it's done a good job so far of protecting the gas tank, though.
So far.
So far.
Let me find some wood to knock on really quick.
Oh my goodness.
Cardboard count.
Have you had any major reconstructs yet?
The robot's been doing pretty well so far. The most that we've done in terms of repair is actually fixing the front forks because they take the most abuse.
Yeah.
So say our very first fight against Minotaur, we ran these basically into their drum, and so the ends were pretty well blunted by the end of it. We had to do a lot of regrinding to the ends. My team's been fantastic at that. They've been working day and night, just getting everything nice and razor sharp.
Yeah.
We're actually peeling steel off the floor. That's how sharp these things are.
Yes. And going up against Minotaur is no joke. So to be able to make that kind of repair after doing something like that is pretty awesome. Who are you guys looking to fight? Who do you want to fight? Because everybody's got somebody.
I think Blip would be cool.
Ooh.
Oh, Lucy wants to fight Blip.
Blip.
I wouldn't mind a rematch against Endgame, to be honest.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh
you want to be a champ, you got to beat the champ.
That's right.
We fought Endgame the first time in 2018, but we were completely different machines than we were before.
Yeah.
And then earlier in the tournament, we had a fight, but it was so quick that some would say that it never counted. So the first hit threw us out of the arena without much damage. Both machines were both fully working. They maybe had a paint scuff on their blade. We had a little nick in the back plate.
Sure.
And otherwise we were ready to go.
Yeah.
So we want to show that that's not how it's going to happen. We need to do better, and we're going to do better.
I'd like to see what you guys would really do up against them. So that would be an awesome fight. So maybe you'll get to fight them again?
Oh yeah, we've been smashing top plates all this tournament. Every single opponent that we've had a victory against, they've given us a top plate as a gift. And there's a nice little SawBlaze left its signature.
I noticed that you've started a collection over here from robots that you've delivered the smackdown.
This is our own wedge that we used in our last fight against Hijinks. One of the swings actually missed, and we cut into ourselves. This is a 1/4-inch AR-500 plate. Otherwise, let's see what we got here. This is Mad Catter, 3/16 thick AR-500 steel. That nice plate. This took off their top plate when we hit it afterwards. This one is from Hijinks themselves.
Yeah.
Again, 3/16 AR plate, a nice clean gash.
That's from SawBlaze right there?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
See, I try to hold it up so you can see behind it. But you know, that's a nasty cut. If you hold the blade up against it, it's the exact width, which is pretty cool. And this one is a 1/2-inch plate of aluminum.
Oh my, is that what I think it is?
It's the entire base plate of Minotaur, and they've signed it. All, of course, all the team members have signed these pieces. They're awesome pieces, and there's multiple cuts in here from when we came down through the bottom side, and appropriate scorch marks for the resulting reaction, as you might imagine with that.
The legendary Minotaur.
The cut is so clean that if you hold the blade right up to it, it'll slot really nicely right in the cut.
So this has to be an art piece in the house. Like you have to put them together and like put them in a glass case or something to always remember it.
Gotta make sure we have some sturdy wall mounting so it doesn't fall down.
I have one more question for each of you, and then we'll say goodbye. Are you more slash or burn? Lucy.
Definitely burn.
Burn.
I was on the flamethrower team from the beginning, and we did a lot of the R&D for it. Me and my teammate John Mayo, and now Jake. So yeah, definitely the burn. It holds a very special place of pain in my heart.
That's incredible. Jamison?
Oh, I'm definitely the slash. I mean, I bring down the pain, man.
You knew exactly which one. Both of you.
Yeah, slash and burn.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and join us next week for part 2 of our behind the scenes interview with SawBlaze.